Welcome to another episode of Newark in 10. I'm your host, Sienna Chanel.
The Joker!
The Joker comes to Newark. Old police cars and retro storefronts took over downtown Newark during the filming of scenes for the upcoming Joker reboot, as Mayor Baraka gets a peek of movie magic from director Todd Phillips.
Goddamn.
Always uplift, never uproot was the motto for the Ironbound Community Corporation's annual cocktail party and awards ceremony.
Always uplift and never uproot. And that's important for all of us to always remember. More than just a slogan for tonight, ICC puts into action every day. For example, ICC has placed nearly 100 residents into jobs at this year, and with an average salary of $15 an hour or more. Last tax season, ICC has again returned nearly $4 million to the community in partnership with New Jersey Citizen Action. This past summer, ICC provided enrichment to more than 1,000 school-age children in partnership with NPS, that's Newark Public Schools.
We live in a very, very precarious time here in the United States, in a very dangerous time, not just emotionally dangerous or intellectually dangerous, but it's become physically dangerous. The work that ICC does every day speaks directly to those things that we're pushing back against. And I would stand with ICC any day of the week, twice on Sunday, anytime, any place.
The Department of Africana Studies at Stony Brook University invited Mayor Baraka to present the keynote speech for their inaugural celebration of the life and legacy during Amiri Baraka Week.
If you ever find yourself somewhere lost, surrounded by enemies who destroy your statues and instruments, who ban your boom, ba boom, you in trouble. They ban your boom, ba boom, you in deep, deep trouble. Probably take you several hundred years to get out. His words were musical, his movements, his motion in history was musical. He loved music, and he used art and music to express his ideas, his thoughts, his evolution. And I know that there are people in the world who they kind of compartmentalize his development and his growth, and they relate to the part of it that either makes them feel comfortable or justifies their narrative of him. I read one day and people say, oh, Amiri Baraka was flighty. He went from one thing to the next thing. No, my father was growing. He had to change his ideas because theory and practice go hand in hand. And when you practice your theory, your theory sharpens. And when you sharpen your theory changes. And if you believe the same things today that you believed 20 years ago, then you're not growing. So if you find Amiri Baraka as Leroy Jones coming out of the Air Force, out of Howard University, that's a different person than the Amiri Baraka of 1965, 1966. And it's a completely different person from Amiri Baraka who was laying on his deathbed in the Beth Israel Hospital talking to doctors about his son who was running for mayor.
Mayor Baraka participated as a panelist on Newark the next 50 years. The panel discussed the current condition and future of the city of Newark 50 years after the Newark Rebellion.
We now find ourselves in another time of profound change for Newark, a time of unprecedented investment and development, so we figured it's time to assess the possibilities and the possible pitfalls. And Mayor, that puts a heavy responsibility on you. How do you balance the benefits of Newark's boom with the risks to the city's most vulnerable residents? And does the city have the muscle and the will to ensure that the corporations and developers coming into this city pass along meaningful gains to our residents?
When that wealth comes to the city, we have to begin to use that to subsidize development that takes place. In fact, there's twice as many affordable projects going up in the city than there's actually market rate housing in the city right now. There's some specific things that have to be done that Policy Links talks about, that stuff that we, suggestions we got from David Trout and Climb and those organizations, working with them. One is to make sure we have inclusionary zoning. That's key, and we do it in a timely fashion. And not only that, we are investing in home ownership and trying to get folks in this city to begin to develop on their own. So projects we're talking about subsidizing are projects that we got regular community folks that are developing and investing in, not just nonprofits like the Urban League, New Community, all these things, but regular people from the city of Newark who are buying and investing in property that we subsidize, or projects that we subsidize throughout the community to make sure that they stay low income, that they sustainable, and that we make sure these folks have businesses of their own. And the last piece I would add to that is Newark 2020, trying to make sure that our residents are employed. That not only are they employed, that people are investing in the small businesses in our community. And so you have all these people in Newark who constantly will come here or do whatever, who constantly talk about what's going to happen to us. And that's always been the thing that bothers me. Like, what's going to happen to us? We're nervous about who's going to put us out. Well, nobody's going to put me out. Right? So, and my job is to make sure that we create systems where these things happen. And they don't happen because we create them, you snap your fingers and they take place. They happen because we organize them and we make them happen as a collective community. We know how to do that. We've been doing that for years, right? And so all the institutions in this city have to come together and figure out how we get this to work. So I don't want us to spend another 30, 40 years talking about what's going to happen to us in the city of Newark without talking about what are we going to do to move the needle in another direction.
Actor Michael B. Jordan joins the cast of Creed 2 along with Mayor Baraka for the screening of Creed 2.
I love boxing so much. I can beat up boys, and I want a new job to be boxing. Thank you.
What's up, everybody? My name is Steven Strickland. I'm here in the great city of Newark at Cityplex 12 for the Creed 2 special premiere. Big shout out to TV 78.
Hello, everybody. My name is Sophia Enema, and I'm from the program She Wins. And I'm looking forward to see your movie. I'm very excited. Everybody here is very excited, as you can see.
Hello, my name is Vaughn Carruthers. I go to North Star Academy. I'm here with the National Sorority of Phi Delta Kappa Incorporated. That's a Pi chapter. Kudos! And I'm just here to say, I love my man Michael B. I love what you're doing, and I want you to keep doing what you're doing. And I just want you to give me like a promote, like just slide my name in there somewhere, so I could like join you and like I could just be an extra or something. But yeah, I love what you're doing, and I hope to fit in your shoes one day.
His work ethic is, immense. It kind of tells young people that no matter what your zip code is or where you're from or what people think about you, if you work hard, if you concentrate, if you focus, you can achieve what you want to achieve. And everybody's always worried about repping their neighborhood, repping their hood. He does it the right way. He went out, became successful. He lets everybody know where he's from, his community's from, his family's is here. We're excited, man. He's just a great ambassador for us all.
And I heard you known him for a while.
Yeah, yes. Yeah. I was a coach or, principal, was involved in school. So yeah, you know, he's a real community person. Like, grew up in this community, so I mean, we crossed paths a few times and tried to play basketball a little bit. But his real talent is acting, obviously, right?
My name is Aljanea Clark. I am a freshman at Arts High. I'm a drama major, of course. I realized that, Michael, I really do look up to you because of the fact that my drama teachers, Miss G and Mr. G and Miss D, they really talk about you a lot in our class. So they're like, oh, if Michael B. Jordan was to come here, how would you feel, or how would you perform for him rather than performing for us? So I really look up to you, and I'm really glad that I'm here to actually meet you in person, finally, because I've been waiting for a long time, and I knew that this time would come, so thank you.
To feel back to be back in the city, you know, that you're raised in, and to be able to give back to the city.
No, it feels awesome, honestly. Like the little that, you know, not the little, but as far as like be able to come down here and like preview my movie here before it comes out is a huge deal to the city. They were me, the audience. That was me growing up. So to be able to give them some type of representation, so they can see what you're capable of, what you can actually do if you really dedicate yourself, is a huge deal to me.
Can you talk to me a little bit about what it was like to be born? I guess just raised here in Newark, and you know how it's shaped you as a person.
Oh man, I mean, I'm a product of my environment in the best way possible. You know, being able to grow up with a very, you know, diverse group of people around me, being able to go to Arts High, take trips over to New York City, you know, just a product of the Newark public school system as well, man. It served me well, so it feels good to be able to come back here.
I'm your host, Sienna Chanel, and this has been another edition of Newark in 10.